G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Suppressor's railway rifle. So the railway rifle, as it was back in Fallout 4, has made a triumphant or untriumphant return back into Fallout 76. Looks about the same. Fires railway spikes, make those of steel, sitting on 99 damage now. We're using this with an automatic piston receiver, so you might be wondering why I have all of these stupid rifleman perks in. You might notice the damage was about 99 before, but if I chuck on those commando perks, it doesn't change at all. It doesn't change for shotguns, heavy weapons, or anything. Not even pistols. I mean, obviously it won't change for pistols, so 99 damage is what you get. The only thing you can do to actually upgrade this thing's damage is by chucking on Bloody Mess, or maybe you've got Adrenal Reaction, maybe the bloodied version of this, but yeah, there's really not a lot you can do, so 99 is kind of what you're stuck with. I haven't really bothered all that much with the attachments for the railway rifle, but you can make a prime receiver for this, but honestly the railway rifle sucks, so I wouldn't even bother, and it's also a huge waste of cobalt flux to make those. We do have the automatic piston receiver though. That's one of the things I learned from reading a plan. There might also be a external mod which you can actually mod directly onto the weapon, but that'll increase our rate of fire substantially, so it's a good idea. It will cost us a little bit of damage though, not too much. 10 damage I can live with that. As long as we're getting a better rate of fire, we're good. Haven't got anything in the barrels here. The short barrel is going to be better for VATS anyway, so I'm not going to bother too much with that. And the standard stock, there is a recoil compensating stock, but this thing is already at 15. We can control the recoil with mouse ability, so that's fine. And we've got a reflex sight, that'll help us out in VATS a little bit. There's a selection of scopes too, if you feel like it. Since this thing is not a hit scan weapon, it fires a physical, like, railway spike that takes time to get there. Why would you even bother with a scope with this thing? Maybe a short recon scope could be okay, but there's a tiny bit of tunnel vision into it. Not worth it in my opinion. And usually there's a bayonet on the muzzle. That reduces range, so even if I did have that unlocked, I wouldn't attach it anyway. Chuck on Ammo Smith in agility, super duper in luck to get the best ammo per component ratio when you're crafting your ammo. And down the bottom here you'll find your way array spikes. You get to make them 5 for 7 steel, which is pretty easy to find. You can definitely get the ammo for this easy, so maybe that's the way of Bethesda's balancing the mediocrity of this weapon over the accessibility of this ammo. Let's find out how it goes. Alrighty, so here we are outside of the Super Mutant Rest Tech Research Center, blah blah blah. And what I'm going to do is start off by killing these stupid turrets, because the only thing we've got going for us is damage. And if we can't nail the damage with the perks, we'll just have to rely on good old adrenaline to do everything for us. So right there you can tell that these projectiles aren't exactly hit scan, and I'm firing this like a semi-auto, but believe me, it is still full auto. You'll notice that the time between shots you can get with an auto, you can actually far outpace the DPS of the, the semi-auto one anyway, despite not firing it at full auto capacity. But when you do, the recoil on it is pretty strong. And there's the reload animation, by the way. So unfortunately, we can't get ground pounder to speed that up at all, so we're stuck with this stupid ass low reload speed. But once we get into people's faces, I'd imagine we have adrenaline pretty far up. We can do okay with it. We're definitely not going to be killing many things very quickly with this. That 10 round capacity, the 10 spike capacity, is really biting us right now. If we can't take out one target before we have to reload, that's going to spell a lot of trouble down the line when we target some more terrifying monsters. But I do have this stealth commando build for a reason, and with that, you can make people fly off into... Wow, he really just ragdolled over there. Nice, I guess his head is just detached from it and is going into space as we speak. Arguably, it's more worth it putting some of the more VAT-centric perks on. So instead of Bloody Mess, I'd get either 4-leaf, Clover, or Critical Savvy. I think I've got one of those right now, but yeah, that's something worth thinking about. We will sacrifice 15% damage, the only damage boost we can possibly get from this. But I think, even if you've not spec'd for Commando in any way, definitely the way to go with this is to... That is some clever super mutant stuff right there. He actually shot that car. He was aiming at that truck. I've never seen AI do shit like that before. I'm actually impressed. Anyways, so as I was saying before, always attach a the automatic piston receiver under there, simply because you can just tap fire it if the recoil is too much. I'd imagine controlling it on PS4 or Xbox One where you use controllers would be a little bit more troublesome, but for the PC Master Race we can control recoil quite easily. All we have to do is pull down on the mouse ever so slightly and things will be just fine. You'll also notice that the muzzle flash on this is just like a big ball of steam. Ah, I must have crippled his face because he can't see me anymore. Well, I suppose this thing does increased limb damage considering we're firing giant railway spikes. Railway, I can't say that properly. And you just gave me 2 things. Weird flex, but okay. Is that an anti-armor Gatling gun? I had that before, actually. For this character, so good to have you back, I guess. Also, this is the man-to-man suit. I bought this because of the Atom shop. I gathered enough to buy another thing, so I decided to buy this. It's got physics on the cape, which is nice. Well, I wanted to go and drop a few things before starting this, but we're kind of already into this, and that was some lame-ass bat stuff. I don't know what the railway rifle was doing there. We did slip back into caution for a second there, but so far, inside this place hasn't been going all too well. Of course, you can gather some of your ammo back from your targets, which is always a good way of saving ammo. Same as the harpoon gun, which is good. And we'll keep moving on. I'm actually tempted to chuck out a bloody mess in place of something that'll help me out with VATS even more, because I think crit spamming is definitely the way to go with this. Do I not have concentrated fire on? That is a huge over... Oh, I do. Why was that not giving me extra accuracy with hits? And now we're dead. Yeah, for some reason we stopped hitting him in VATS altogether. I have no fucking clue what exactly happened there, but I'm just gonna start off hopefully doing something else on this side. Hopefully we can regain our VATS accuracy, which seemed to die. I'm gonna test it out right now. This thing not altered by any perception perks whatsoever? What the fuck is this? Oh, you broke Standfast. Now it's personal, you muty bastards. And I got fucking Ghoulades too. That's nice. Okay, so for a weapon that you definitely don't want when facing a pack of angry super mutants, this is top of the fucking list. I'd probably do better with a fucking toothpick right now. I'm literally being fucking gangbanged by super mutants. I can't do anything at this point. I'm dead again. Or I could just switch to a superior weapon and use that. No, there was no way of getting out of that. Okay, fuck the muty test, this thing has failed. That doesn't mean I'm getting my revenge at the hands of an instigating Gauss rifle. No, don't have to reload. I'll be with you in about 2 minutes. Okay, ghoul test. I don't think this will go very well, but I'm gonna give it a crack anyway. We'll see what we can do. Well, they're definitely around. Well, they're in the wizards apparently. It's a stalker's sniper rifle. That's probably like level fucking 30. Alright, we've got low level ghouls. The game's going easier on us, I guess. Well, there's at least one gangrenous there. And there's that Hannah. It totally is. I don't think it's gonna matter that we're not going to be fighting against regular charred ghouls, because we're going to get our ass handed to us by fucking gangrenous and withered, so, you know, that's shit. This weapon is just terrible. I don't even know why it's here. It was okay in Fallout 4, you could go well with it, but I don't like weapons being novelty weapons. If you put a weapon in the game, at least make it viable in some sense. But other than that, it's just, if you can't do it, it's just crap. No one's gonna use it. So someone wasted time putting the fucking assets and shit together to actually bring this into the game, only for it to be overlooked and treated like it's a piece of shit, which it is. We'll keep going anyways. What have we got down here? See, these ghouls haven't even fucking bothered to get up yet. It's like, hang on, what's that sound? Oh, it's a railway rifle. They'll be gone in a minute. Let the other blokes deal with it. Ah, you're the manager today, are ya? Well, now you're dead. Okay, we're detected by something. I have no idea. Probably the deer outside. We are firing a big loud rifle after all, but yeah, I think that's about cleared this place. Didn't get top tier spawns, but struggled nonetheless, so you can use that as a point to extrapolate that if we were fighting against the actual ghoul horde, we'd be fucked. See, look at all these guys. There's nothing I can do. I can pray to God that I fucking hit the shots, but after that, I'm fucking reloading for like 5 seconds. Alright, let's try to actually aim here. There we go. Managed to do okay with that particular volley. That one's booking it out of there. He wants none of this. Well, no one likes being killed by a railway rifle, but sometimes it's gonna happen, and it's not gonna happen for much longer, I'll tell you that much. This thing's going straight into the bin after this weapon video, but yep, and there you go. You can do okay against ghouls that are sub-level 50, so that's not really saying a lot, railway rifle. You need to up your game. Okay, we're going to stay a little bit further back from Swan, probably to the point where we're losing a bit of damage over range, but I'll just see what we can do. Hopefully we can stay in sneaking, and yeah, those muzzle flashes really like to get in your way. Or steam venting, or whatever they like to call it. Oh yeah, totally not working with concentrated fire. And it is on, believe you me. See, there it is. So, it's not like I've forgotten to equip the perk. Oh god, am I gonna die to the hands of Swan because I've got a shit fucking weapon? I might, you know. Or I could just outpath him like usual. Or is he gonna actually make it? He's thinking about it. Why am I shooting here? What the fuck? Really? That's not where I'm aiming, game. What? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, now I'm hitting him. That's weird. Why the fuck were they just bouncing into the wall? Did he like bend the barrel and... I don't fucking know what's happening. We're just hitting him in bats. And then we get crushed by his corpse. That'd be funny if I died by that. I wouldn't even mind. Alright, so... I mean, yeah. What have I said already that isn't going to be just repeating myself? This thing is a piece of shit. Okay, let's try this on the crabbies. I'm particularly worried about the frogman because he's tanky and we're not doing enough damage to beat the armor of a shell miler. Well, I guess we weren't hitting him in the torso. Yeah, we're doing it a little bit better now, but holy fuck. If we can't kick a regular Strangular Mirelurk's ass, how the fuck am I going to deal with a queen? Okay, when they're nice and close, I guess I can spray them down. I guess my only option here is to crit spam. Well, that's most of his health down. But now, here's a thing called player gets staggered. Player's controls locked up. Player keeps getting staggered. Player is in a permanent stagger thing. It happens far too often in this game. It fucking pisses me off. But we've managed to take out the two more dangerous. We're not taking on the most dangerous just yet. That comes a little bit later. But for what it's worth, we're doing okay so far. Considering my expectations were low, take that one with a grain of salt. Alright. There we go. Now, another one down there. This will obviously be kill number 6. Let's take a look at... Jesus, that happens again? Nice. Well, whatever. So we get 188 damage out of this thing with more adrenaline damage than it ought to have. Okay, so we've actually made this thing more powerful than the developers intended. So let's see if we can convert against the queen, eh? Well, we're getting sneak attack crits now, which is useful. Doesn't stop us getting punched in the fucking back. Holy shit, she's an aggressive queen today. I can't do enough damage. I have to sprint away now, so instead of backpedaling and shooting her, and usually sprinting away like normal, I have to literally back here. Oh, good. Man, this sets a precedent, doesn't it? If I'm getting my ass whooped by a fucking Mirelurk queen, how am I going to go against a Scorch Beast? Especially when her damage over time is some of the nastiest shit in this game. Wait, is that a player? It is a player as well! Sinister hands here! Oh, perfect! This is the best thing ever. Okay, look at that. Look how much fucking damage he's doing with a hammer, more than a railway rifle. Holy shit. Yeah, you can have one of these bad boys. Pretty sure I would have died if you hadn't have come in, so thank you. Currently recording a video on what I consider to be one of the worst fucking weapons I've ever used. Railway rifles, utter garbage. Alrighty, we'll move on. I've come to a conclusion. The best way to run a railway rifle, oh, I can't say that properly still, is just to shoot one thing and then let your friends deal with it. He's not keen on doing it right now. He probably wants me to do my own thing, but that's it. Run in there. Perfect. I can just be an XP leech. Look at me. I'm totally doing damage. Okay, let's see if we can't aggro this one somehow. He's descending. He's coming in. He's probably attacking something else. I don't know. Well, he's doing his crop duster attack. Yeah, it's really hard to gauge the lead on this thing. Are we getting tag team right now? That's okay. I'm not the only one who has bought a friend, Scorch Beast, you bastard. Alright, let me just do some right away before I fucking die. 2 right away should do it. Holy fuck. All of my chameleon bits are breaking. This is what happens when you use a shit gun. All of your armor bits break. Is this a triple team? This is not the weapon for this. Nah. Fuck it, I'm switching out. No way I'm fucking fighting 3 Scorch Beasts whilst using a fucking railway rifle. Enter the 2-shot explosive, non-demo expert, handmade rifle. Yikes. Okay. We can do much better, I feel like. Or at least we're killing that one better. Alright, let's just switch this bad boy for that. Alright, now we can do better, I think. See? This is real damage. Also, look at that. The one thing that the railway rifle has going for it is its low degradation. It doesn't really degrade all that quickly, so, you know, nothing can be 100% fucking terrible, but it just sucks so much. What have you got, by the way? You got a Gatling gun. Am I spec'd for commando or rifleman? I am totally spec'd for rifleman. Okay, I think you get the point of not this weapon, but this weapon. It's just, it's shit. Never use it. I'm gonna drop this one right here. If you'd like to see this thing in your game, I wouldn't recommend it. I just recommend scrapping it for whatever parts you can get. The steel that you get from it is much more valuable than anything. So, yeah, definitely a cursed weapon. About as cursed as a broadsider, basically. And it's another weapon that is fucking terrible for no particular reason. But there's, I don't understand. They didn't playtest these weapons. They didn't see if they, like, they didn't add the keywords that would, like, make it enhanced by perks or anything. That's how it works in Fallout 4. I assume it works the same back in Fallout, or in Fallout 76, I guess, in the years. But is that Scorch Beast coming back? I don't give a shit, but yeah. Thank you for your help, Sinister Hand. You're basically doing all the damage there. Yeah, don't bother with railway rifles, guys. Thank you for watching, though. Goodbye.